Now let us see the next method, that is current assets and current liabilities. Okay, so how we can calculate the working capital using that is, so very simple formula, that is current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, so let us see some performa, so which is going to give the calculation or the estimation of the working capital. Okay, so already we know that the current assets means, so it is a combination of inventory, so the bills receivable, the cash and bank balance, the prepaid expenses, so any advanced paid. Okay, so the similarly, and the current liabilities means, so we have the some advance received from the debtors, creditors, bills payable, and some of the expenditures, right? So let us see, so whether we have the same items or not. Okay, so the current assets minus current liabilities, so we are going to take this into a table format. Okay, so how? So let us see the performer for estimation of working capital. So that is, so I have done the 3 columns. So that is, the first one is particulars, next one is, next two are amount. Okay, amount is in our denominations, so you can write the inner column and the outer column for the amount. So first one, so let us see the same formula is providing here or not. Current assets minus current liabilities will give you the working capital. So the another one is there, that is contingency. Let us discuss about when we go with the explanation of this one. Okay, let us see the one by one. So that is current assets holds the opening inventories as raw material, finished goods and work in progress. The same amount is going to be taken in case of the our inner column. The totalized amount is taken as the outer side. So this is the first item, that is inventories, opening inventories. Okay, next one is debtors, so that it should be taken with the base of the credit sales. Okay, in that again we have the inland sales and foreign sales. So inland is nothing but, you can also write it as the hometown. Okay, so or the within the country, hometown. Okay, so this are also taken in the inner column, and so the totalized amount is outer side. Okay, the next one is the prepaid expenses or the advance paid to the any of the vendor, that is also taken here. And the last one is cash balance, and also sometimes you can take bank balance also. So all together, so we are going to take the current assets, and the totalized amount is taken as the total current assets. Okay, now let us deduct the our formula, how this formula is going to give the formula. So that is less current liabilities. Current liabilities hold with the values creditors, that the have the base from the credit purchases, so inside the column, inside the amount column. So advance received from the debtors, again it is inside. The wages paid or the salaries paid to the any of the staff, so manufacturing expenses, so these all taken under the current liabilities, and the amount concerned to this items will be figured out in the inner column. The totalized will be taken outer side. So now we are going to deduct the this amount in the this figure. Okay, so that is total amount of the current assets and the total amount of the current liabilities. So this one total. So now we will get the sum amount as the working capital. So again, so if the we have the any contingencies as the item, so we should add for the our working capital. Now we are going to take the required working capital as the amount. Okay, there are 3 steps. So first one, current assets we have to calculate total. Next you have to calculate the value of the current liabilities. So in the second step itself we will deduct the one by one, and the third one, in the third step, so if there is a contingencies item, so we are going to add for the working capital, then you will get the actual working capital, so with the given problem or the given company. So in this figure, okay, so let us also discuss the something, that is, so if your working capital so has the two figures, right, that is current assets and current liabilities. So by using these one, okay, we may get a positive answer or the negative answer. So when we will get a positive answer means, okay, when there is a increased value in the current assets and decreased value in the current liability, will give the item as the, or the result as the plus. Okay, means it is taken as the positive working capital. Okay, so then when we will get the negative working capital, that is this one, negative working capital. So this is vice versa, means so the increased current liability and decreased level of current assets will result in the value of your working capital. So this is the composition, or this is the item we result with the any of the highest or the lowest value. So always, as the working capital management says that, so you should hold a positive working capital within your organization. So that will also good for your company and for your business. So hope you understood this decision. So in the next video we'll come up with the problems and calculations. So hope you understood this performer of the estimation of working capital.